my name's Sharman, and I'll be reading Oggy Moxon's speech from the play Teachers, that is written by John Godber. I'll be playing Gal, who plays the character of Oggy throughout the speech. The cock of Whitehall High was Bobby Moxon, known to all and sundry as Oggy Moxon. There was no doubt all that Oggy was dangerous. All the teachers gave him wide berth. He was 16, going on 25. Rumour had it he lost his virginity when he was 10, and a Miss Prime fancied the pants off him. I hate him. Someone ought to drop him. Oggy Moxon's speech about being hard. I'm Oggy Moxon. I said you'd have to use your imaginations. I'm Oggy. I'm as hard as nails, as toe-cap boots are mud, as marble in church, as concrete on your head are mud, as calculus I'm mud. As learning either is hard, then so am I. Even Baptist knows I'm wrong. His cane looks like an old sock, and any of these teachers in this shit-hot school lay a finger on me, God be my judge. I'll have their rights, and if not me, I'll nobby be up to this knowledge college in a flash. All the female flesh fancy me. In my 501s, no uniform for me never. From big Miss Grimes to pert Miss Prime, I see that I has fixed my buttonhole flies. Cause they know that no amount of staff can satisfy them like me. Cause I'm hard. All the time. Last Christmas dance, me and Miss Prime were dancing this bullshit track. And my hand slipped down her back. And I touched that arse. That schoolboy wank. A tight buttocks. Reebok fitted, leggy ass. And I heard her say, for me. And as I walk my last 2 terms through these corridors of sickly books and boredom, I see grown men flinch in fear. The other day in cookery, my hands were all covered in this sticky paste, and I asked pretty Miss Bell if she could get a hanky from my pocket. Of course she would. A student in teaching practice wanting to help, not knowing my pocket had holes and my underwear was in the wash. Oh no, she yelped, but a secret got herself a thrill, and has spoken nothing else for the past 2 years. Be warned, when Oggy Moxon's about, get out your cigs and lock up your doors.
Thank you very much, Jack. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so for your redirection, what I would like you to do is I would like you to do the whole thing, but really scared. So we're going to completely flip it on its head.
The cock of Whitehall High was Bobby Moxon, known to all and sundry as Oggy Moxon. There was no doubt at all that Oggy was dangerous. All the teachers gave him wide berth. He was 16, going on 25. Rumour had it he lost his virginity when he was 10, and Miss Prime fancied the pants off him. I hate him. Someone ought to drop him. Oggy Moxon's speech about being hard. I'm Oggy. Said you'd have to use your imaginations. I'm Oggy. I'm as hard as nails, as toe-cap boots are mud, as marble in church, as concrete on your head are mud, as calculus are mud. If learning either is hard, then so am I. Even Baptist knows that I'm rock. His cane looks like an old sock. And if any of these teachers in this shit-pot school lay a finger on me, God be my judge. All the female flesh fancy me. My 501s, no uniform for me never. From big Miss Grimes to pert Miss Prime, I see that eyes flicked and my buttonhole flies. Cause they know like no male in this staff can satisfy them like me, cause I'm hard all the time. Last Christmas dance, me and Miss Prime danced this bullshit track, and my hand slipped down her back, and I touched that arse, that schoolboy wank, a tight Reebok fitted leggy arse, and I heard a sigh. For me. But as I walked my last 2 terms through these sickly books of boredom, grown men flinch in fear, and in cookery one day, my hands were covered in sticky paste, and I asked Previous Bell if she could grab something from my pocket, and of course a student on teaching practice would, but she didn't realise my pockets had holes and my underwear was in the wash. Oh no, she yelled, but in secret got herself a thrill and has spoken nothing else for the last 2 years. So be warned when Oggy Moxon's about, get out your cigs and lock up your daughters.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And okay. Okay. So Jack, just some questions. Were there any challenges you found approaching this monologue?
I thought it was really hard because it was completely different to my last one. The last one I was allowed to use emotional memory through Stanislavski and stuff like that. This one is completely different. I had no relation to the character, no similarities or anything. So to jump straight in and have no connection whatsoever, I found that really hard. It was the total opposite of how I was at school. To act someone who's really hard and everyone fears them, I was complete opposite.
Did you not have any of those sort of characters at school, at your school, that you could pick?
I suppose I could have picked people and maybe used them, but I suppose at school I may have feared someone that not everyone did, so although I could have that little connection, I did find it quite hard to find that specific person, but in a way that was quite good because I got to make the character of myself quite a bit.
How important do you think Oggy is to the play as a whole?
I think he's really important, to be honest, because he is, like I said, he is feared by everyone. Someone like that in a school environment is well known. Everyone knows them. Everyone has relationships with them. I mean, he's got, for instance, like in the play, there's a whole bit about him, like what I just said, that is used. So I find him quite an important character.
Do you think your approach to the monologue changed having read the whole play compared to when you just read the monologue on its own?
Yeah, completely. Even through my script, looking at my notes, my first one I was trying to maybe come across and emphasise different words and break up the whole thing, different speeds, but after reading it and finding out a bit more about the character, it enabled me to change my annotations and change how I was going to say everything.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jack.